Talk about you guys being in circumstances where games got thrown away late that you didn't want to. Now this team is closing the door and playing with some confidence. How good does it feel?
Feels great to be on that end of things. Even better, maybe when we're not playing at our top level, that we're still able to finish off games and get victories is a good sign. But we're always looking to improve and always looking to play our best. And at least we're moving on in a situation now where we've been able to close out some games, and now we just have to continue to do that and continue to improve.
Thoughts on how the midfield played as a whole today?
I thought some of their spacing and the way that they try and move the ball was a little bit different than we've seen, and a couple times, we got caught with some of their pace and some of their dynamic play. But overall, in general, guys worked hard, broke up plays, connected passes when we had to, and made the plays in front of goal when we needed to.
Andy on the left.
Brian, Jim has said that so far this year, union seasons of the past are in the past. What do you think has changed in these first 7 matches to have where you guys are playing at this higher level right now?
I think one, it's a mindset to put that in the past. I think two, we have competition at every spot, guys pushing each other in a true fashion, and it's making everybody a little bit sharper. And we've gotten a couple wins, and that tends to breed a little bit of confidence. So the more confidence we can play with, and the more we can continue to improve, hopefully that will mean good things.
Anything else from BC? Kevin?
Brian, did 350 feel any differently than 349 or 348 or 347?
It's good to just have that out of the way, so I don't have to maybe talk about that so much, since that's not really what I tend to do. But look, it's a pretty good accomplishment and something that I'll appreciate when I'm done playing. But I'm enjoying playing, and I'm more satisfied with the group with maybe not playing our top level, able to get a win and grind out a result.
Mark in front.
Brian, had you expected to play this much this year coming in? I mean, you've really contributed a lot here.
I wasn't really expecting one thing or the other. I was just counting on myself to come in and push guys in front of me, and then when my name and number was called, to try and do what I could to help the team, and that's what I continue to do. And when we're at full strength and we have everybody, it'll just be that much more competitive and pushing each other to get the best we can out of this club.
As the hold-up guy, as the target guy, how much fun is it playing with him since you're the guy who's right behind them, giving him the service?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I already saw it last year that he's a great striker, and I try to help him a little bit because sometimes he's a little bit alone, and I try to be close to him. And I think there was one thing at the first goal, he was in the battle, and then the ball was free, and I could take it, and that's important that we always help him because he is doing a really great job to keep the ball, and that's good to have a guy like this in your team.
How is the most you've played tonight? 65 minutes. Just how's it feeling right now for you?
Good, really good. I mean, it's great to be back, and I worked hard to come back to the team, and so I'm happy to be back, to be on the pitch and can help most of the time, most of the game, because it's always hard if you come in, and sometimes you need a couple of minutes, and that's why I'm really happy to be back, and I feel good, and for sure I need more minutes, but I think I'm on the right way.
That first goal, you literally leaped over. Could you talk about that? I mean,
yeah,
were you thinking of shooting, or were you?
Yeah, actually, yes. I was thinking to shoot, but then I saw that I will hit the guy on the ground. So the only option was to flip the ball over him, and then try to cross and to connect to a teammate. And I'm happy that Chris was there to score it.
Can you imagine when you and Elsinho are together, all healthy, kind of what that combination can be?
I mean, he's a great player, and it was a little bit bad for us that he has a little injury. But we have so many good players this year. It's happy to be a part of it, and I think it's not so easy for the coach to make the decision who is playing. But I think he did the right choices the last weeks, and so we try to keep going. And it's nice if you can bring a player like Ilsinho to the game. I mean, he has so much quality, and I hope to play with him together for sure, because he's it makes always, even in the practice, it makes fun to play with him.
You've got 6 or 7 different midfield combinations so far. How do you think the chemistry is developing between the whole group?
I mean, was actually a little bit about injuries and suspension. So I think that the coach is hoping that everyone is healthy, that we can try to keep. But the good thing is we always do the same thing, so everybody knows what he has to do, and so sometimes it doesn't matter who is next to you, because we are on the same page, and that's the most important thing.
We have to be patient. These kind of things happen in games, but I thought we had some good moments in the first half, so could have scored a few more. Especially, I think back to the one I round the keeper. I have Kilo that I could play in slot if I'm just a little bit more patient. But overall, good first half, and then not a great second half.
That wasn't your first touch when you came back on, was it, the goal?
Not sure. I don't think it was.
Okay.
How'd you get cut?
Just chasing Shelton down, and he didn't mean to. He was just running, caught his elbow.
When you see Villa hit the crossbar just a couple minutes before you scored, did that kind of add any urgency to you guys in attack? I know because you had a couple chances early in the first half.
It didn't add urgency. We knew that if we just chose the right times to attack and were patient with those times, that we would be successful. He's a special player. He's going to get his shots off. And thankfully none of them touched the net tonight.
I know this isn't the kind of possession numbers that you guys want for a game like this, but how important is it in that first half when you guys had your opportunities, you guys scored those 2 goals and take them? Is that something big to build on?
Yeah, you just have to have that killer instinct when you're in the 18. I'd like, especially, I don't even think it was one of our better first halves, but in the second half we just got to find a way to kill off the game better. We're chasing, we're half a second late everywhere. Balls seem to bounce their way. Seemed to be one of those halves, but we got to find a way to manage the game a bit better.
So they didn't create too many chances. You have to feel pretty good about that.
Yeah. In terms of if they were dangerous or not, our back line did a good job staying together. But like I said, you don't want to have that kind of game. Every second half, if you go up a goal, there's got to be a better way to go about it.